throw a lot of punches. He fights at a Juan Manuel Marquez type pace, about 40-45 punches per round. And Ramirez is already down on one knee.
You see his knees buckle when he backed up. See that left body shot right there? It doesn't get any better than that.
Delayed reaction knockdown, and again, that's part of what told you that the body shot did the damage.
Exactly.
Come here. Give me your gloves.
We're now told that it's both, a body shot and a head shot.
But the body shot did the serious damage.
Ramirez has never been knocked out in his career.
Have to be in good shape tonight. Oh goodness, good shot.
Another amazing combination.
5-punch combination with a throw. 1, 2, 3 of them landed perfectly. 4 landed high on the head.
Gathering attention for Lomachenko is to, at some point, bring him to the weigh-in and have him get on the scales upside down in a handstand. I will tell you this, Max. He threw some combinations while you were gone that were mind-blowing.
Good body shot.
Oh, another body shot knocked down. That was a thunderous shot, and Russell Moore is going to wave it off.
Ramirez.
The plan is for him to fight for a title in the next fight. Roy, take us through the replay.
Well, right there you saw him counter with 3 body shots, basically. The last one landing the best. The last one was...
Gaddy and Mickey Ward coming up on October 19th. That shot reminds you of the punch that Gaddy used to knock out Leonard Doreen. A left-hand body shot directly on the solar plexus.
Vasyl, high-tech Lomachenko.
Hands moving hardly.
And when he said, now he corners Salido and goes after him with a combination.
Difficult to see coming because they come from around your gloves.
Salido started out working upstairs with the jab. Now he fires that straight right hand. Lands it on the chest.
That's a good sign for a guy who's lost a lot of weight and put it back on so quickly.
Very big fights, including a sort of all-Olympic extravaganza, which could take place against Guillermo Rigondeaux. Biting off more than he could chew, choosing a fight like this.
Always follow the script.
And he's throwing a good overhand right at...
Salido throwing 42 more punches already in the fight than Lomachenko.
And while pacing himself, Jim, he can't continue to let Salido get on first.
That was his best 3-punch combination in the fight so far. Crowd's getting a little restless.
Lomachenko land a jab followed by a good left hand and a hook that both caught him on the chin.
For Orlando Cruz in October, and he looked dominant in that fight. Earlier in the year, he was dreadful for him in a loss to Mikey Garcia, in which he went down 4 times. Now he seems to bother Lomachenko with body shots, been able to stop him, particularly from landing to the body. Now there's a good fast-handed combination. Won his first professional bout against Jose Ramirez.
It's important for Lomachenko to win a belt. Very, very tough tonight.
Hard right hand lands for Salido. Didn't seem to be fazed by that. The body shots have bothered him more. Hard right hand for Lomachenko. I want to fight for a title in my very first fight. Aaron. Now Lomachenko starts to get more aggressive, and again.
Good left hand.
Yeah, Lomachenko's shown flashes of this.
Solid right hook there for Lomachenko. He's definitely winning the battle upstairs, but the battle downstairs is being won by Salido.
And I think Salido's, I call them chip shots.
One question that arises in the gym is how well does he take body shots? Sometimes those guys with a little bit of puffiness around the belly are the ones who can take it to the body.
And Salido is still ripping some really good body shots.
To Salido's 54 of 317. Salido with a 51-29 power advantage.
Trying to make a dogfight out of it, and he did. And he's backing the guy up, and he's doing nice work to the body. And I'll tell you something.
Those body shots.
And by my lights, a fair number of the body shots in the last couple of rounds have landed below the belt. Salido is swamping him with body punches, having landed 50 of them to only 7 for Lomachenko.
Salido just landed a left uppercut that may have hurt Lomachenko. Definitely knocked him off balance.
I think their feet may have
fight like this on the inside because it doesn't give Lomachenko a chance to punch.
Well, we mentioned at the beginning Salido. Salido is pounding away to the belly and the belt line and sometimes a little below.
And there's a low blow.
The first warning that I've seen from Lawrence Cole.
Here you see a short left uppercut followed by a right semi-hook uppercut, and it did knock Lomachenko off balance. It wasn't their feet.
Both fighters landing 82 punches through the first 8 rounds. Salido with a 79-46 edge in power shots. Harold Letterman has Salido up by 2 with 4 rounds to go.
And he said in the fighter meetings that this is what he was going to do. He was going to make it an ugly fight. Didn't see as an amateur. See a lot of things he's doing, like that low blow right there.
A fair number of low blows from Orlando Salido. There's another one. Salido, Harold, did you give him that round as well?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I thought Orlando Salido won the last 2 rounds.
Excessive. If Lomachenko's corner is saying, hey, avoid the low blows.
Begin to speculate about the promotional plan that produced this. What if it turns out that this was an overreach and that it was, in effect, a bad idea for Lomachenko to fight somebody like Orlando Salido in his first? Most ringside media thought he would do it. That was clear.
Right.
Stop!
Trainer or dad told him that last round. He's been telling him that for some time now that Salido is getting a little tired, and I think that was a perfect example of that.
Problem for Lomachenko going into these late rounds, even if he and his father come to the conclusion to saying you need a knockout to win the fight.
This is Lomachenko wanted to win a title as a pro.
He's 6 rounds beyond where he has ever been in a fight before. Vasyl Lomachenko in the black and yellow trunks. What's going to happen as Orlando Salido has played it cagey all the way through the week. Gave up his world title for the advantage of coming in with a big weight advantage over Lomachenko, and it's working.
Learning a lot tonight about true pro boxing, good body shot.
Yeah. Left, strafing left. They have a good poker face, but betraying the fact that he's tired and maybe worn down. And
back in the tape room, they're putting together a montage of low blows from Salido.
Leg or hip or something, and Cole that time was in position.
Cole's father, Dickie Cole.
Lomachenko takes the play away from Salido. Salido makes him pay a price.
Salido is just a smart, tough fighter. Very tough guy. One of the kind of guys that you don't want to see a guy in with too early.
Incumbent on him, or so it appears, to penalize Salido at some point for low blows.
Oh, you hurt Salido.
Badly with a left hand, first upstairs and then downstairs.
Yes. It could be a clutch comeback. Holding again.
He hurt bad. Oh, he's really hurt bad now.
Lomachenko may have a chance with a minute to go.
No.
Another low blow from Salido.
He's hurt.
Right on the hip.
He's hurt very bad.
And another one.
Oh,
and
another one.
Right in
3
Cole's
in a row,
face.
right in Cole's face.
And all of those were on the side where Cole was standing. A spirited performance by Salido.
Yes, by
a terrific attempt at a comeback by Lomachenko, and a dreadful refereeing job from Lawrence Cole. Everything we might have expected to see and more. With about a minute and 15 seconds to go, Roy.
Yeah, straight left right down the middle. The prettiest straight left that Lomachenko threw all night long, I think. Caught him coming in, so his weight helped him to get hit harder with that punch right there. Right on the button. You can't ask for a better punch. He ran right into a straight left hand, and that definitely hurt him worse than any other punch in the fight. Here you see some great body shots right there by Lomachenko. That shows that amateur background, that experience.
And Salido held effectively down the stretch. Cole allowed him to do it, and he bought enough time to make it out of the fight.
Orlando City, Salido.
So the quasi-welterweight who took advantage of the opportunity to manage the scale.
already tell. Some thought this might be just a technical boxing match. We can tell already. This is going to be a firefight with skill.
Russell's got to mix it up. He's starting to get countered. It's like I said, he's throwing everything at the same speed. You cannot do that with a guy of the pedigree of Lomachenko. You got to mix in feints in there. You got to mix the speed.
The opening round. And again, Lomachenko catches Russell.
Landing combinations very effectively. The straight left, throws to the right. He is pushing Gary Russell. That's important for him.
That's what you want to see from Russell. He needs to answer back.
Goes to the body. There's the jab and a left hand to the body.
No, that's his viewpoint. Either way, he is far advanced, and that was a beautiful.
Be fair to him, I heard that World Series of Boxing fighters were told that
two fighters threw a lot of punches in round 2. 97 for Russell.
Thought we'd see the battle of the jabs. There's a couple of jabs from Lomachenko. Quick exchange, and Lomachenko with a stiff jab through the guard.
Told him don't go to the body so much, but that's there, and he wants to throw those punches.
Very effective.
Yeah.
And I think that was a shot over the top right there, followed by right hook.
You see the
go ahead, Al. No, go ahead,
see the edge. Very good skill level, which is what we expect from these two men.
Ended up winning all 4 fights and the gold medal, but Al, he's also had hand issues during points of his professional careers. Now, Gary Russell, by the way, just like George Foreman, Russell is popping out that piston-like jab.
The cleanest offense of the fight being landed by Lomachenko this round. He's really landed some solid shots this round.
And now working the body before going upstairs. And it's all Vasyl Lomachenko as Russell shells up.
Keeping his hands up so he doesn't get hit.
Yep. And he continues to work the body with his left hand, does Vasyl
Lomachenko. He would land this good straight left hand against Russell.
It's keeping Lomachenko on the back foot.
It's a left hand to the body again by Lomachenko. Russell working the body, but again, not a lot behind those. Lomachenko utilizing his footwork. There's a stiff counter left hand to the body by Lomachenko. Russell, but none of them connected. Meanwhile, it's Lomachenko.
And his own hard shots back.
Yeah, very good.
And there's a counter left hand right over the top of the jab, as I said before. Russell's got to change the speed on that jab.
Both of them attacking the body. Now Lomachenko going upstairs with that left uppercut. Action picking up here now, under 30 seconds left.
Those are murderous body punches by Lomachenko.
And I love the way Lomachenko changes the angle inside.
He likes to throw that lead uppercut.
He gets inside, he steps around, he gets underneath the arms. He's never standing still, even if he's working in the pocket.
Later on there, watch him rip those body punches. And Paulie, he is really throwing those with conviction.
Yep, he's throwing him with conviction, and you see how he's stepping around afterwards. He's also forcing Russell to move out of there. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that either. And he knows him now.
Russell landing a couple of good shots.
You just don't land as cleanly as Lomachenko does. I haven't seen.
Counter right hook. Left hand to the body. Good exchange to end the round.
Kind of offense he wants to get off.
Again, the counter right hook.
In a round where Russell seemed to have started it pretty well, and Lomachenko's gotten the timing.
Another right hook to the chin by Lomachenko.
He's starting to look a little bit more fatigued.
Oh, and there was a massive right hand by Lomachenko as we are headed to the championship rounds.
Lomachenko's able to land this right hook. That was almost a straight right hand.
Notice I worked that far.
Oh, very good point.
Oh, beautiful. Left hand to the body, followed by the left uppercut on the inside by Lomachenko. There's that left uppercut again.
Again, it's like we said earlier, Al, the body work starts to pay those dividends.
Efficient jab by Lomachenko, strafing the body.
More uncomfortable these last couple of rounds.
Now, and a right hook connects by Lomachenko. A good round
for Vasyl Lomachenko and his dad.
Lomachenko getting on the inside, firing off the combination. Now Russell with a right, countered with an effective right hook by Lomachenko upstairs.
And in his last fight against Salido, a fight
unloading on Russell. Russell misses with the right hook. but they're both swinging. It's Lomachenko imposing his will and skill on Gary Russell Jr. Terrific performance for Lomachenko.
Vasyl Lomachenko.
Straight left hand down the middle lands for Lomachenko, the aggressor early. So now Lomachenko starting to fire combinations. Blunt Rodriguez's confidence coming in, at least not to this point in the fight.
This could be a big problem. Like that.
Wow. Wow. It's breathtaking for guys like us who have been around the ring for a long time.
It is a thing of beauty, and that's why he's already cracked my top 5 pound-for-pound list.
And, you know, for a lot of people who are seeing this, they've never seen it over.
In a very big way. Oh, what an uppercut. This was a spectacular round. Well, at some point, against somebody, probably a bigger puncher than Rodriguez, fouled Lomachenko over and over and over.
Yeah, that part was very odd. But Salido is a good puncher. Knocked out Juan Manuel Lopez twice, and those big punches did not get Lomachenko out of it.
Another fast combination. One of the things that Max Kellerman always talks about and marvels at.
Awkward action. But, Roy, the thing is Lomachenko doesn't stop fighting, does he?
No, he doesn't. The referee doesn't say stop.
Yeah.
He does not stop, which is what he's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. And he's able to land.
Let's take a look at unofficial scores.
Do the same.
Now all of a sudden he's saying it's illegal. They really should change that rule and say
Scorecards. And Farhood has it 60-53, and Harold has it 60-52. And apparently it was on the other side of Bird, and he didn't see it. But this is becoming a brutal display, and down goes Rodriguez. Yeah, the bruise on the middle finger, obviously not a factor here tonight.
This is far too much time for Rodriguez to survive, I believe, with Lomachenko going to his body like this. But he might make it out.
Rodriguez doing an effective job of covering up, but taking clean shots again in that situation right there.
It has been Lomachenko who has done it even better. Throwing both the right hook and then the straight left hand downstairs, he causes him to take a knee to try and figure things out.
Credit for his heart.
Oh, definitely.
A lot of people would have given up by now, being hit as many times as he has and as hard as he has.
Oh, my gosh. The uppercut.
He doesn't use that every time. He uses his tech to decide which pitch he'll use at what time.
7, 6.
Count the punches, if you can. Punches. Lomachenko 30 of 67 power shots among those 106 that he threw.
And what's instructive about those 32 punches, the number of punches thrown by Rodriguez has
What a couple of right hooks. What a couple of right hooks, man.
8, 9, 10.
And that was a conscious process. I'm wondering whether his trainer or someone in his corner waved his arms and just said, don't bother. And he kind of nodded. It was almost like Eric Morales after the last knockdown against Manny Pacquiao in their third fight, when Morales just sort of nodded to his father in his corner and said, there's no point. This looked like very much the same thing.
And given the effort by Rodriguez in this fight, it's hard to fault him.
He is the winner by way of knockout. He is still the WBO featherweight champion of the world, Vasyl Lomachenko.
The only thing that Vasyl has to worry about, though, Jim.
Yeah, but after insisting to us yesterday that he wanted to crowd Lomachenko and fight him on the inside, the last couple of rounds, Kovacic has been doing a lot of walking away. And now here comes Lomachenko, stalking him and looking for it. And he hammers Kovacic into the corner with a hard left hand.
To lose. He's really taking some good chances.
Excellent uppercut by Lomachenko. Right hand.
Kovacic is being dominated here. He was losing to Lee Selby in Wales, in a sense, but Lomachenko, one of the reasons that the purists really love him is he won't get reckless.
Look at that. Rounds are so one-sided, you can consider awarding a 10-8 round to Lomachenko, and Harold just did it. Unofficially, round number 4 was a 10-8 round on Harold's scorecard. There's no question that because of his superior technique, Lomachenko is putting distance between himself and Koasica.
He threw Lomachenko a straight left.
Beautiful thing about his whole style. As long as his feet are like that, he can be quicker than everybody else like that right there. He can make moves and pivot around. He can do anything he wants to because of his great footwork.
And his head movement.
Can't take nothing away from Koasica because he's giving us the best effort that he possibly can give us. He's not giving up. He's not laying down. He's trying, taking some hammering punches.
Urgently saying to him, you know, why are you letting him think? Why don't you go after him and stuff like that? These are the kind of moments when you realize that.
Right. 6-0, Vasyl Lomachenko.
Well, certainly if Lomachenko had the kind of power that Gennady Golovkin and Sergey Kovalev have, this would be over by now.
Yeah.
But of course, they would love to have his kind of skill.
Accumulation, but by choice, not because he can't punch like they can.
I find Lomachenko very entertaining. I think this stuff is really entertaining. How he got to this moment in this fight so far has been entertaining. Will casual boxing fans feel the same way?
And now he's giving you a little bit of the Roy Jones imitation. Produced as a professional fighter, have been with body shots. And you saw
body shot is what you'll probably try to do.
So he has a tough game fighter in front of him.
Koasica fight back.
Gutty fighter. Romulo Koasica doing the best he can while being thoroughly outclassed by one of the most brilliant technicians in boxing, Vasyl Lomachenko.
All good.
Straight left hand.
I don't think it's always as obvious in boxing. We can talk a lot about how he's learned his way into this position, but
the body shots I told you about, Jim.
First knockdown of the fight.
7.
Comes with a half-minute remaining in the 10th.
9.
And Koasica's done.
Smart.
He doesn't want to go back and listen to his corner anymore.
No, there's no reason for this to continue, as Harold Letterman mentioned. Taking a big beating.
Another look at how Vasyl Lomachenko finished Romulo Koasica off.
See the pit pat to the head and the strong to the body, Jim. Then pat, boom, strong shot to the body again. That will take it out of you every time. He knows he's hurt, boom, goes down there again. And Koasica just couldn't take no more.
Yeah, even if he could get up from that, the end would come to the head moments later, but it's the body shot that did it.
Yeah, you see here, 2 hand shots on a good, hard, driving left hand between the gloves to the body. Then again, boom, another good, hard body shot right down the middle. And you see Koasica, he feels it. There's a third one, and now, right at the end, here comes this last one because he knows he's done. And
Liver
that did
shot.
it. Yes.
The human highlight film, Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko. WBO Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Dame Gospoda, Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko.
Is what he uses a lot. Colonel mentioned his footwork, which is excellent. Wanted to fight Lomachenko.
Yes, he did, and now he's getting into it. Nice inside body shot, an uppercut. No, I said super, I meant junior lightweight. In the last flurry of punches. And this is professional boxing, as I say that. In great shape. We'll be handling the heavyweight fight between Andy Ruiz and Joseph Parker. Lomachenko jabs with the right hand, and he definitely looks like 28 years old, and he's had his his time as an amateur fighter. This is exactly what he wanted to do. They both wait, they both posture. That's something I haven't seen.
When he does, is he going to stay there or just go up for a Pacquiao fight and come back down? Obviously, you didn't want to talk too much.
Getting up there in age.
Well, I'm not gonna say that fight is inconceivable, because I never thought I heard anything more ridiculous than when it was first suggested that
in the 6th round. Cuts loose for the right hand that time. We haven't seen the uppercut yet that Rich is.
There's Walters trying the jab. He hasn't had much success. Look at the pivot right off of that punch. As soon as he landed that punch, he just pivoted away. Hit and get out of range.
That power shot with his footwork, the way that he moves to Lomachenko's right, which is Walter's left.
Exactly right. And there's Lomachenko turning it up a bit. Missed his wild shots, as did Walters. Walters misses his left hook.
Lomachenko's work output is increasing from all areas. Look at
Lomachenko again outfoxes him on the inside. Where's Walters' uppercut? Look at the hand speed there.
He fought Gary Russell, who has incredible speed, and it turned out in the fight and their exchanges that Lomachenko turned out to be the faster guy.
Look at Lomachenko here. Left hand lead. Don't hook down on those hands.
Walters is completely confused.
And Lomachenko's only picked up the pace.
He certainly has. And again, the arms get tied up again. Lomachenko pulls up and makes sure the referee understands what's going on here. That's a terrific round for Lomachenko. Go ahead, Rich.
I'm looking at Walters in the corner. He looks very discouraged to me as he hangs his head over the ropes. Is he quitting?
He's getting in Tony Weeks' ear about something.
He got off his seat. I'm not sure. That's it. All over.
The fight's all over.
He quit in the corner.
He quit.
Wow.
And still WBO super featherweight champion of the world, Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko. By TKO victory, Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko.
From family.
Take a look at the knockdown here. He gets trapped in the corner. When you're trying to get away from something so fast, you lose your footing. You get discombobulated. Not big damaging punches, but the spirit has already been crushed. He's trying to get away. His feet are under him. And I talked about it earlier. When the earmuffs up, you